No, you're gonna have to give the YouTube link. I'm not gonna be able to go on both.
You can.
You want to just pass the link out?
I already have the link. You can only go live on Discord and YouTube at the same time though.
I don't know about that. I'm sharing my stream already.
It's really just sharing your screen, not the actual folder. Okay, sending out these.
Able to talk?
What's up, guys?
Able, one more time.
Hey.
All right, there we go. Now it's coming through. Yo, Abel, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm trying to see my window, but I can't see it.
Just make sure to use one monitor and share. Yeah, okay.
All right, guys, we're starting in a sec. I'm just trying to get the video up on my computer. Starting in a sec. Just. All right, perfect. Okay, so no one else can chat right now, right? It's just us, Abel?
Yep. Max might join later on.
All right, cool. All right, let's dive right in.
Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the general chat.
All right, so what we're going to be doing now is go. Oh, I should record this as well, actually. One sec.
You can just make the YouTube stream public after it's done.
Yeah, we'll do it on YouTube. Perfect. So we're going live now. Let's just make sure everything's working. All right, good shit. So, our plane is going to launch in 15 minutes. And we're going to run through a quick demo of how you're going to get into the game, what these games look like, and what it looks like to create an automated PUBG game. I'm going to start by going through how we're actually going to get into the game. And then depending on how much time we have left, we're going to go through the rest of the process. So to begin, all we're going to do is we're literally just going to open Geyser. I'll even restart. We're just going to open Geyser. And we're going to find our event on the event feed. And as we can see, the event is already live. So all we have to do is hit this leaderboard button in the top left corner. And we've got our room code and our password right there in front of us. From here, I'm just going to open up PUBG. Ooh, that's big. Make that a little bit smaller. Come on, PUBG. All right, great. All we do is we go to the map just under the start button on the top left. We hit room. We check on Geyser what the code is. So it's 6298218. 6298218. Oops. And what's our password? 2L5IYL. Now these passwords are case sensitive. So you can see I just typed it in wrong. Oh geez. H218. And then 2L5IYL. Incorrect password.
It's a capital I.
Oh, that's annoying. We're going to be adding a copy-paste function to this very shortly as well to avoid this exact kind of thing. There we go. So it's 2L5IY and then capital I. Now, it's really important that you guys jump into the event pretty much right now. As we can see on Geyser over here, let me just make this a little smaller. The event is scheduled to start at 2:30, which means at 2 p.m. sharp, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a bot to launch the match, create the lobby, set up the room, and we're going to start the event and start sending push notifications as well as posting the room code in here to get you into the game. You have 30 minutes to join the game, and at 2:30, 2:31 p.m., basically within 60 seconds of the assigned start date, we are going to automatically launch the plane. If you are not in the lobby by the time that we're going to launch the plane, you're going to miss out, really simply. Abel, is there a Discord channel with chat that people are talking in here?
Just general. And to link your account to participate in this event, you will have to go into the app, go into the settings, link game account, and add PUBG Mobile. We don't have that in the current build yet. That will be coming next update.
Yeah, you'll just be able to click here, and when you go in, it's just going to ask you something simple, you know, like one of these, and you just put your player ID and your username in. For now, though, I'd like everyone to give a shot to joining. Anyone who's in this in PUBG who is joined to the event. So we've got MRX Flip, Shahjan M4, and Jaguar. Yeah, there, Jaguar's in this call. Abel, you can go ahead and unmute him if you want.
I'm just typing.
I'm starting up PUBG.
Perfect. And then is Shahjan Shantanu?
Yeah, ping them.
All right, guys, so we got 10 minutes until this launches. In the meantime, while everyone gets in, I'm going to leave this up on my screen here, 629-8218, 2L5IYI. I'm going to show you guys how we go ahead and we actually create an automated tournament. It's really, really simple. We just go to host, we go to create event, and then we tap on PUBG. As soon as we tap on PUBG, we're going to get this message that says, as a GIZER partner, you have access to fully automated PUBG Mobile leaderboards. Would you like to enable PUBG automation for this event? All you got to do is hit yes. As soon as you hit yes, you've basically said, I want the bot to create and launch the room, to collect scores, etc. And it's going to restrict some of your creation options to make sure that you don't set a registration deadline, that you have 100-player capacity, and give you the option to select your map and your region, etc. So I'm just going to go test description. In case anyone's unfamiliar with refs and mods are people who help you administer a tournament. If you give someone the moderator permissions, they'll be able to do things like editing scores or like starting the event, sending broadcasts, etc. All right, awesome. So as we go through this process, by the way, if you guys want to, you can actually put your live stream. You can just link like your YouTube channel or whatever, and it's going to add a link in the event that's going to deep link you right into the YouTube app or right into the Twitch app to watch the stream. So as you can see here, we can't change participants, we can't change team because we're doing an automated event. So I'm just going to schedule something for like 8 p.m. or whatever, 11 p.m. Here's where you can set your entry fee and your prizes. I'm going to set another one no. And now you can see we can pick our region, North America, South America, Middle East, Europe, Asia, or we can select our map. I'm just going to go with Erangel. Here's where things start to get a little cool. We can set custom scoring formats. So you can say that every kill is worth, 3 points. You can also say that if you come in first place, you get 15 points. If you come in second place, you get 10 points. And then all we got to do is hit that create button. And what you'll notice in our dashboard is that we've just created another game. I'm going to go ahead and delete this for the sake of the demo. But just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to create that game. And now this game, by the way, will launch at 11:20 p.m. It'll be fully automated, and we'll get the same kind of room information that we have now. Let's take a step back and go to our live event. What else is there? Let's see if we can just go through a quick link accounts process before this ends. I'm just going to log into like a whatever random test account. Oops. And so all we got to do to link our accounts is go to settings, go to link game accounts, and just tap on PUBG. And it's really as simple as going in, grabbing your in-game username, which is case sensitive, by the way, grabbing your player ID, which you can just hit the copy button on, and then once you paste it, you end up seeing that you're all linked together. In order to join any of these automated events, you're going to need to link your account first. Otherwise, it's not going to work. One of the other things that's worth noting is you guys will see that I have this fancy little border. This border means that I'm a Geyser partner. Only Geyser partners are actually going to have access to creating these games to start, but anyone who wants to can join them. Abel will fill everyone in the process for applying for partnership. It's really simple. You can fill out a form, kind of let us know who you are, and we're very active about reviewing them and making sure that we reach out to you to kind of just chat, see what's up, and get you enlisted. So something else is, for now, this integration is going to be for solo games. In the next probably 2 weeks, we're going to add duos and quads. And then after that, we're going to be adding advanced room customization, the ability to do things like banning weapons, increasing meds, stuff like that. And then to take it one step further, we're also going to be building something that will allow you to host your own rooms. So what you'll be able to do is use your own advanced room creation card, set your own rules, start it whenever you want, and you'll be able to simply give us your room code and password, and that way our bot, which you can see here is sitting in the spectator slot, our bot will join and will record all the scores for all of your games, with giving you that extra layer of control by being able to set the custom rooms and kind of move people around. So right now our game is going to launch in about 5 minutes. We have 5 people inside, and then in our here we've got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so actually one of the attendees, the third one, is not on the test build. He just joined the room so we can demonstrate you guys that he will not get any scores on the leaderboard on Geyser. Yeah, but the third user is not in the event on Geyser. He just joined the room from the stream. Yeah, so by hello, Jason, can you hear me? Yeah, so Biden 19 is not in the event on Geyser, but he joined the room through the stream.
Test.
I do not hear and I do not hear anything on YouTube on the Discord.
Hello? Hello? Hey guys, it should be better now. Sorry about that. Hello? Hey guys, it should be better now. Sorry about that. You should be able to hear me now, Abel. You should be able to.
May I give the sound quality is not the best on YouTube? May I give the sound quality is not the best on YouTube?
Hey guys, let's just wait until the end, and we're just going to drop automatically to make this a little bit easier. We don't need to... Hey guys, let's just wait until the end. Sorry about that. We don't need to drop out at all, because it's going to be too hard to find each other. Hey, well, I'm not sure why, but I can't hear you at all.
Because I'm not talking.
Oh, there we go.
If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the general chat or on the YouTube live chat and we will answer them.
Alright, we're all just going to automatically just drop down and just go straight down. Just land on the island. You know, you're good to go. Alright, just come and kill each other. Doesn't matter who gets what kills, it's all good.
We gotta all get together and find each other though, which is gonna be interesting. Where did everyone land? Oh, I see a bunch of you. Mr. Pumpkinhead, shoot me. Yeah, go for it. Give me a kill. Boom. Alright, now once Jaguar X Pi and Pi kill each other, then we can take a look at our scores. Alright, awesome. So now if we give this about a minute, we are going to get all of our scores back. I'm just in the process of handling those game results. As you can see on my screen here, I've already got my update in real time with our positions and who got what. I got a kill, I came in second, so I got 1 point plus 5. And basically what's going to happen now is pretty much instantly, I mean, we only have 7 people in here, but pretty much instantly we're going to send back the scores for the top 6. And then in the case where we're running a bigger event, what's going to happen is that for the next 3 to 5 minutes, we are going to be processing all of the scores and making sure that we got it correct. So you may notice a score pop up immediately, but it's always important to wait couple extra minutes, ideally 5 minutes, to make sure in case the scores update. And we also will get back a series of screenshots, which there will be an administrator using to verify all the scores before we finalize. But you can already see, oops, you can already see on my iPhone here that we've got our first set of scores in right away.
Yeah,
Who are you in Geyser?
Because Bido wasn't in the Geyser event, he's not going to show up on the leaderboard even
So here's a very interesting scenario. So Bido, the person who won, is not actually in the event in Geyser, and therefore we're not going to pull his score, so we're going to go with the next sets of winners like Jaguar and Geyser IO. Alright, and then if you can see that Jaguar got team position 2, and so the reason that Jaguar has 10 points and Jason has 6 is because Jason got 3rd place, he got 5 points for getting in 3rd place, and he got 1 point for a kill. Jaguar came in 2nd, so he got 10 points, as we can see here. That's really it though. The only thing left to do at this point is jump out and end the game. And that's it. That's it for our demo. Abel, if you want to unmute people, we can take some time to ask some questions.
Yeah, so before that, we got a question from someone who's asking, is there an option for a streamer to be a spectator without using a Korean account?
Not at the moment. We actually lock the spectator slots just because of there's a nasty habit in PUBG that we've noticed with a bunch of bots kind of just joining up spectator slots. But we can look into opening up one for streamer if they kind of put a setting that says that they want to be a spectator. That's definitely doable.
Hey, sorry, we can ask questions now?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Okay, so Jaguar Expo. So the person who asked that question was actually Mr. Flip. He's DMing me right now with the questions. So it's not actually bots that join sometimes. It's an actual player that can join that you can't see. It's like the ghost account. What is that? Did you guys hear that? Or was that just me?
Yeah.
What in the world? But yes, so Mr. Flip actually had his other account in there. So it's not actually bots. If you make a Korean account, you can join, and teams sometimes use it to cheat. That's what he was kind of asking. Is there a
But
workaround for
the
that?
spectator slots are locked. Right, they're locked. Only our bot is able to actually join as a spectator.
He was in spectator. He just sent me his scores. You can't see it because you don't have a Korean account. That's why. You have to have a Korean account to see somebody joining with a Korean account.
Oh,
There's always 10 slots there, but on American version, you can only see 2 of them. So there's always 10. You just won't be able to see it unless you have a Korean account. So he's in there. I can see the scores right now from his side.
Huh, that's interesting. It's definitely something we can take a look into and see if there's anything we can build to protect against that. I can't say that it's an issue we've experienced before, but I appreciate the feedback and we'll definitely take a look at it.
And I also had a few other questions. So when this goes to squads, will there be a function that an entrusted manager can then enroll their members? That's typically the biggest thing when you have these like solo registrations. I know squads is a different beast. That kind of detracts people from signing up, that they have to sign up themselves. So will there be a function where, let's say I have my 4 starters and 2 subs, maybe I can ping their account or something and register them, and then they accept or check it or something, which is really hard to get 80 people to register. I think it's actually impossible.
Yeah, we are actually going to have everyone register on Geyser in advance, but you can prefab your team with only the people you want to join, and then as the captain, you just join for them, and that's it. They don't actually have to join, but once the event goes live and the room code is there, they will have to launch PUBG themselves and join the game. And actually, the reason that we're going to be disabling squads at the start of this is one thing that we can't do is force move players within the lobby. So it requires that all the players join the lobby and then go into their assigned slots themselves. And we don't believe that this has been clearly communicated enough. So we are talking to Tencent, talking to our partners, and trying to work out a better way to kind of pre-assign those slots to make sure that everyone gets into the right team and isn't toxic and trying to just like troll another team.
So it's a player, like we said, Bida wasn't registered, and then he came in. Is there anything automatic? Will automatically recognize that player and then kick them, or?
No, we actually don't have the capability right now to move people around. We're working on the ability to kick them, which is something that's technically possible. It's just a bit there's some technical challenges there. But the issue for the teams is that we won't be able to move them from like slot 2 to slot 5, which is required if you're going to be doing like a 4v4, for example.
Okay. So we actually, as tournament hosters, we don't have that ability either. It's always fine. They normally get to their own spot. It's just the point if someone illegal, unregistered gets there and they can't be kicked. I know you're saying something about not counting their score, but they affect the outcome of the game. So a lot of times you won't even start the game because, if you have one amazing pro player in there and he wipes out 10 people, although he's getting no points, he just affects the outcome. So that part's kind of important, but as for moving people, we've never had that ability, and it's always fine. People always go to their slot.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, if there's the in-game functionality to be able to kick a player out, then we can kind of build that functionality into the bot to 5 minutes before, scan the room, and then kick anyone who's not technically on the player list. But with that in mind, it's important to realize that no one actually has access to the room code and password unless they are joined to the event on Geyser. So like a random spectator who just like looks at the event, after it's live, they can't see the room code and the password. So the only way for a player like that to get in is if someone who's already in the event deliberately leaks it to them.
Right. Okay. I was just wondering. Appreciate it.
So I will open up talking for everyone in just a second. Just please make sure not to talk at the same time. And you guys can talk now if you unmute yourself. So if anyone has a question, you guys can talk or just leave your messages in the general chat.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, now is as good a time as ever. As well, in Discord general or in the YouTube chat, feel free to just type your questions if you have any.
Hello, I just wanted to ask that I've seen a lot of players having mod in PUBG Mobile, like aim assist, aim hack. So, any suggestions for that to avoid that?
So there's not all that much automated stuff that we can do to stop, people from using that kind of thing if they're using like modded APKs, for example. However, we take cheating very, very seriously, and if anyone gets reported for it, we are watching and recording the games. So if we do notice anything kind of afoot, we will disqualify players, and if we get reports about hacking, we will go through the recordings and investigate, and if anyone happens to win, we will penalize them, make sure they get banned from the system, and make sure the reward goes to the proper player. But there's not much on, because Geyser is kind of a layer in front of the game, and is not part of the game itself. There's not much that we can do in respect to if you are hacking, let's say. But as I mentioned, if it's reported, if we catch it, these players will get banned instantly, and we take it very, very seriously.
Do you guys have any other questions?
Okay, I have 10 points. So I'm the first ever PUBG demo champion.
You're the first ever PUBG demo champion.
Let's go. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the demo.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure. If no one has any other questions, I'm going to close out the stream.
Just one more thing. So
Yeah.
before you close the stream, can you just talk a bit about when is the update expected to come and what our next game is going to be automated?
Yeah, sure. The update's going to be coming out this week. We're applying it today. We're just waiting for word back from Apple. On Android, you're going to be able to download it through our website, and we'll post all over social once it gets approved. We like to coordinate the releases, so as soon as iOS gets approved, we'll roll out both iOS and Android. We're doing our best to get it out tonight, but I would say it's more likely, given the schedule of Apple, that this comes out, what's the date today? It's the 14th. Gets rolled out on like Wednesday the 15th or Thursday the 16th. But we are working to get it out as soon as possible. On our end, it's just a matter of waiting on the review. And in
And
terms
I
of
had
next,
another question that I'm an Android user, but I haven't been able to watch ad scenes more than a month now. More than a month. It's been like 1.5 months.
yeah, ads are going to continue to be disabled on Android for the next little while. We're working with Google to get them enabled again. I don't have any more news on that right now, but as soon as we do, we'll let everyone know. And I'm sorry about that too. I wish we could just kind of flip them on, but it's not as simple as just flipping a switch. And Abel, you asked me about the next game. So like I mentioned, the Vital, yes, it'll be an official update in the App Store for iOS, and for Google, it will be on Geyser.io. It'll just literally just jump onto Geyser.io. Oops. Apparently, I can't type. And you'll be able to just get it on Android to download the APK. In terms of next games, we're going to be working on squads and duos in PUBG, as well as the add the bot to your own room, and then after that, we're going to be adding. We're going to be updating some Clash Royale features to add some of the additional game modes, fun stuff like touchdown and double and triple elixir and draft and double elixir draft, stuff like that. And following that, we're going to be launching a fully automated Brawl Stars experience where we can set up the same kind of thing you just saw in PUBG, where we can pre-set up the lobbies, get all the scores in real time, and set up full 3v3 standard tournaments, as well as leaderboards that can last days on end, where you just have to play as many ranked games as you can, and the people who get the highest scores end up winning Boost. Yeah, that's kind of the progression, and then following that, we're going to integrate the same kind of experience for Call of Duty Mobile. Anything else, Abel?
Not from me. If you guys have any more questions, please ask them in the next 4 minutes. So if nobody has any questions anymore, then